Antarctica is the coldest, windiest, and driest continent on Earth. It covers about 14 million square kilometers, which is almost twice the size of Australia. It is surrounded by the Southern Ocean, which is home to many marine animals such as penguins, seals, whales, and krill. Antarctica is mostly covered by a thick layer of ice called the Antarctic ice sheet. This ice sheet contains about 90% of the world's fresh water and has an average thickness of about 2 kilometers. The ice sheet rests on a bedrock of mountains, valleys, and plains that are mostly below sea level. The Antarctic ice sheet is divided into two parts: the East Antarctic ice sheet and the West Antarctic ice sheet. The East Antarctic ice sheet is larger and more stable than the West Antarctic ice sheet, which is more vulnerable to melting and collapse. One of the main features of the Antarctic ice sheet are glaciers. Glaciers are rivers of ice that flow slowly from high elevations to low elevations. Glaciers can be tens or hundreds of kilometers long and several kilometers wide. They carve out valleys and fjords in the bedrock and transport rocks and sediments along their paths. Glaciers are also important for regulating the global sea level. When glaciers grow, they store more water on land and lower the sea level. When glaciers shrink, they release more water into the ocean and raise the sea level. Climate change is a major threat to Antarctica and its glaciers. Climate change is caused by human activities that increase the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. These gases trap more heat from the sun and warm up the Earth's surface and oceans. Climate change affects Antarctica in several ways. First, it increases the air temperature over the continent, especially in winter and spring. This reduces the amount of snowfall and increases the amount of melting and evaporation. Second, it warms up the ocean water around Antarctica, especially in summer and autumn. This erodes the ice shelves that buttress the glaciers and makes them flow faster into the sea. Third, it changes the wind patterns and ocean currents that influence the distribution of heat and moisture around Antarctica. This alters the precipitation and melting patterns across different regions. The effects of climate change on Antarctica are already visible and alarming. According to a recent study by NASA, Antarctica lost about 149 billion tons of ice per year between 2002 and 2016. Most of this loss occurred in West Antarctica, where some glaciers have retreated by tens of kilometers in recent decades. The Pine Island Glacier and the Thwaites Glacier are two examples of fast-moving glaciers that are considered to be unstable and could collapse in the near future. The collapse of these glaciers could trigger a chain reaction that would destabilize other parts of the West Antarctic ice sheet and eventually cause it to disintegrate. This would raise the global sea level by about 3 meters, which would have devastating consequences for coastal cities and low-lying islands around the world. The fate of Antarctica depends on our actions to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and slow down global warming. We need to act now to protect this unique and fragile ecosystem that supports a rich biodiversity and plays a vital role in regulating our climate. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions about Antarctica and climate change. See you next time.